Oh, it says starting. Okay. Well, I already went through about 30 seconds of speech before I realized that there was a little window down in my thingy that said, hit start broadcast at any time. Anyway, doesn't matter. I don't do that this very often, especially with the Hangouts option. So, hello everyone from a flying lunatic. Okay, I managed to do what I call a pack and a half today, and uh, I'm not doing some things right. Let's see. Let me see what else is going on here. Again, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So, let's see. Let's go here, and hopefully, certainly, I'm subscribed to myself. Who knows? I'm not showing up on my screen. Hmm, confused. I don't know what to do. Because I gotta see the chat. I gotta see who's here. If I can't see who's here, then it's like means nothing. Let's see. Let's see if I can search for myself. Here I am. Well, how about there we are. Let's see. Let me go to videos. Hopefully it shows I am. Oh, there's 3 people here. See if I can figure this out. You all will probably hear a horrible echo until I figure this out. Let's see. Gotta mute this. Done. Hi, Carlos. I think so. Hey, Ryan. Anubis. Hi, brother. How are you? Let's see. So I need to pop the chat out. Pop out chat. Get that over here where I can see it. Minimize that crap. Okay, now I can see myself. Look, well, first of all, I know darn good and well that back from the sky flew today, he was rubbing salt in the wound when he said he did 20 packs. But I managed to do a pack and a half. Only 5? I thought you said you did 20. Were you exaggerating? 5 is still way more than I did. I did like a pack and a half. Let me tell you that. Hey, the Batman, it's tough for my old heart. What? Yeah, well, I'm not saying there's much. Look, uh, Batman. Tell you what, that's a fun little bird, man. Explicit. Hi, how you doing, brother? Awesome to see you. Yeah, Explicit's awesome. Anubis is awesome. You guys are all awesome. That you are. So I hey, Erwin, cheers, brother. Or what is it you always? No, that's the Vulcan thing. I don't know how. Let's see. I don't know if my fingers can do that. There you go. There you go. EBR. How about that? Jam. How you doing, man? I'm sorry, man. I just felt the urge. You know how it goes. Yeah, EBR is. Look, man. EBR. I'm so jealous of the packs you get to do. No, I know how that goes, Jam. Yes, sir. Mr. Mike. I am the Flying Fool, and somehow I managed to fly 2 packs with a backman today, and it still was. Thus the name of the stream. No, I know, Cody. I know. I get the urge at times, and then people egg me on, and somebody else I usually watch says, "Hey man, what time for you to go live?" Okay, I feel all right, man. It's been hot as Hades down here. I know that. All right, there. That's cool, Carlos. Let's see, I've never seen Anubis here. It's been a while since Anubis has stopped by. It's been a while for you, EBR too. But then, yeah, I know, Jam. You're all computered up over there. You got some high powered gear. I'm just on a little old Carly laptop. That's all I got. That my phone. Yeah, in 20 minutes. Let's see. Okay, listen. That's because you fly hard, brother. See, when I fly hard, it's because I'm just out of control. It's not because I'm trying to push anything. It's just because I get all wonky and stuff. Oh wow, all the way from Texas, eh, Mike? That's yeah, no, the looping is cool. What's weird though, explicit, is transitioning between a look, you know, and a 5 inch. That I have issues with that. I guess because I'm old, you know. But the Batman was down for a while, and so I did the whoop. I did the Manus, little Manus here. I need to work on its BTX issues. But the Mobula 7, I love it. I got a version 3 frame. Oh, hey, let's fly drones already. How are you? Look, I gotta tell you, let's fly drones already. It's hot over here too, and there is a lot of swamp around St. Augustine, but I don't live next to it. But yeah, it's hot everywhere. It's hot as Hades. Yeah, I know. EBR, I have back from the sky queued up. I've got some watching to do. He said I could waste 10 minutes of watching his videos or go live. So I'll waste that 10 minutes later because I just wanted to go ahead and start this while I still was in the mood. You see, that's the biggest thing with me is being in the mood. That's probably what some of y'all's old ladies say. So when you're in the mood, you got to take advantage of it. And then you start right then because then you probably won't. And so when Carlos suggested it, I just had to roll with it. Because 10 minutes after watching his videos, I might not have felt like doing it. That, hey, Carlos, it's weird because now my confidence was shaking a little bit today. But what's weird is that I made some miraculous recoveries today. And it wasn't because it was just because I have a little more experience, but there was still a lot of luck involved. And I'm like the whole time, like, I can't believe I pulled that off, you know, because a few years ago, not even a few years ago, 3 months ago, I got crashed. And I mean, I at one point I thought I was gonna have to climb a tree. But then it came right on out, and on the way down, I was able to fly her out of there. So I don't know. Sometimes it's just sheer luck, and other times your reflexes kick in because of packs you've flown, and it just works out. Oh, you mean you're not drinking yet, Mike? What the hell? Cheers, everybody. Cheers. I am, back from the sky. I always am. And what trips me out is how many people always show up and look at me. But see, you guys are what make it. Having your little, there you go, explicit sweet. Yeah, I'm not much. I mean, I love my beer, but I drink cheap stuff. I just drink natty. What is, let's see, what does IPA stand for, explicit? Premium ale. So what's the I? I think premium ale is what the PA is all about. Yeah, it's explicit. Yeah. When's the last time you went live? The thing is, some of it is, and look, I don't do the flying. I don't have the flying abilities that many of you guys have, but um, I forget what the point of that was. Yeah, I know. I know it's late your way, Erwin. I appreciate you stopping in, brother. Hey, Robert. What weather report? Yeah, let's see. Okay, you want a weather report? I can tell you what it is here in St. Augustine. Pull out my handy phone. First of all, I'll tell you that it's hot. It's hot and dry as hell. Okay? I'll use my cell phone for the chat. Why? I got pop up chat right here. Let's see what the weather is. It is at 9 o'clock, excuse me, 21:07 Eastern Standard Time. It is still 89 frickin' degrees. Okay? How's that for your weather? It sucks for my weather, I can tell you that. International Pale Ale. What makes it pale? It's just lighter in color. I'm trying to think. There was hey Brad, how you doing, brother? That's enough of what? You getting thirsty, Robert? It's just, are any of you guys down south? Well, hell, it's probably hot everywhere, you know? I mean, I was on at Jam House's earlier listening to his music stream. He does great music. I suggest everybody go there at some point. Be a worker, just listen. It's cool. He plays great music. Sun tomorrow, hot. Yeah, well, sun's gonna be hot here too. Sun was hot today. It was hot yesterday. It was hot a week ago. Dude, I can't stand the sweat in my eyes. I can't see. Just blinds you. Where you at, Explicit? How hot was it today where you were at? Let's see everybody's weather report. What was your high today? I mean, you already heard what my temperature is, and I can't remember. I think it was 89. 89. It's 89, and it's after 9 o'clock. Hey, cheers, man, Explicit. Okay, well, I get the pale part. I know what pale means. There are not many pale people in Florida unless they are from up north. Well, we get a lot of that in St. Augustine, but no, I like pale ales, Explicit. I'm just too cheap to buy them. 74, 73. Yeah, but see, you are the same guy that put up with that white crap during the winter. So, hey, take the good with the bad. I'd rather sweat other than get my eyes and be freezing my nads off. Okay, that's all I got to say. You're 59, Robert. So is it a good 59 or is it a bad 59? Because there are differences. I don't mind being 59 if it's not cold, wet, and rainy. Well, I guess 59 could be considered cold, but you can always put a few more clothes on. But if the wind's blowing and it's wet, 59 will kill you. That's all I got to say. No white stuff, Brad, just a lot of cold. So what was your record cold? I know every one of you guys have my butt beat as far as that goes. 69, huh? Some people like that number, Carlos. There's a cat back there. What's that cat doing? That cat is begging for food. Um, I don't think I've ever been to Queens. I've been through New York. Came in from upstate New York, came through the Bronx. And I remember being on the expressway, and to the side of me, there were these big, like, apartment buildings. And you could tell people were living in part of them. And then other parts looked like a bomb had been dropped on them. There were pipes hanging out and stuff. This was a long time ago. Got off the expressway, and the person who was my guide for my experience to Manhattan said, "Oh man, quick, roll your windows up." So I did that as we rolled off the exit ramp, and it was no problem. We went like 3 blocks off the exit ramp, and all of a sudden we were on Park Avenue. And there were like these $1 million jewelry stores and all that. And that's how quick you can get into trouble in New York City. Venture a couple blocks the wrong way and watch out. But that's, I don't know, that's pretty common in a lot of today's big cities and anywhere, actually. But I did the whole Manhattan thing. Drove into Manhattan on a Friday night with a van. Parked it, and that van didn't move again until I left New York City. It was pretty cool. We drove around when I was dropping my buddy off because I had 1 week, 2 weeks off, and he had 1 week off. So I was getting ready to drop him off at Grand Central Station. He was going to catch a bus back home, and uh, So we drove around, what is that big park? What's it called? Central Park. Drove past John Lennon's home where he got assassinated, the Dakota, I think it was. Drove past that while uh, smoking some, and it was awesome. Hey, thanks, Sleeping Bear. Appreciate it, brother. Great to see you. It's cranking. It is cranking, Carlos. The AC is cranking, but it can't keep up. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay. It is still 80 degrees in here because the AC is too small. It's too small, so it can't keep up. It's set, the thermostat is set at 76, but it can't hang that. It was 86 in here earlier, but it still felt okay because the boogie down the Bronx, because it takes it, at least it takes the humidity out. And I'll tell you what, y'all know about humidity, you know? I know they have it in New York too. Um, if there's not as much humidity, you don't feel as hot. So, I appreciate it, Sleeping Bear, that I do. I think. Who's that? Southern Sawyers? You have a good point, Southern Sawyers. Um, clothes is, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts too, because, yeah, I can put on some more clothes. You can only, well, you can take off more clothes to a point, Southern Sawyer, but, at some point, you have to worry about obscenity laws. But you certainly feel like it. I need to get some new shorts. You know, Carlos. Hey, Mafia, how you doing, brother? Um, Tim. Cheers, mate. How are you, brother? You feel like coming on? Are you hammered yet? Let's see. Let's see. It's about 2:17 a.m. over there. You must be well lit by now. What you been up to, Tim? You've been gone for a week. I haven't seen anything from you, so I'm curious. Ah, you just got in. What you been up to, brother? See, Carlos, thing is, there are bad places to go everywhere. You know, luck of the draw, you might wind up in a place that you don't want to be. Yeah, I've been in that situation a few times. It's man to wriggle my way out of it, but I was like, nah, I ain't going back there again. Which large whoop are you talking about, Southern? You don't know. What do you consider a large whoop? There's some whoops that they're 4S whoops. The biggest whoop I have. Shut up, Dad. And it's not that big. And I guess they call them whoops because they have the ducts around them. You know, the ducts. So the blade, in other words, they have blade protection. Okay. No person in their right mind flies a drone with blade protectors unless it's a whoop. Somehow the whoop managed to make flying with prop guards respectable. But this is the largest whoop I have. However, they have whoops that look much like this one, but are bigger. And I can't think of what the name of it is. Jay Drone has flown it. Uh, what's that other guy's name? I'm sorry, Daniel. I can't think of it because it's a. I don't know. I can't think of it. I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, it's a 4S whoop. It's bigger. It's a center whoop. They call it. Has a high definition, and they actually make a version of the Mobula that has an HD camera on it. By the way, but I love this bird. It's a great bird. I should have flown it today, but I ran out of time. It was too damn hot outside. The squirt, is that what it's called, Mike? A 3-inch center loop. I'm thinking this one was a 4, Mike. But it was badass. No, I didn't know. I just got a notification. Love my drones are live now. It just came through. I didn't think to do that, Eric. You're supposed to pay attention like that. Yeah, I know it does, Mike. The squirt is 3-inch. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's busy. He's busy, Robert. He's got 3 kids and a wife. I got nobody except you guys. I got you guys. Yeah, actually, Carlos, I have a number of genes that the holes are so big in the knees that they need to be cut off. So, good point. That I will do tomorrow. I can't believe Hey, Tiff, how are you? Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Sleeping Bear, it's funny because all the whoops are trying to do that now. They all want that HD footage because whoops are awesome. I'm telling you, man. I remember my first whoop, or my first whatever you call it. I had, let's see if I got one here. Yeah, I got one here. One of these, I guess you would call this a nano drone. Look, when we started flying, we all started out with the toy grades. That was a Viper nano drone, by the way. We all started out with our toy, cheap toys. Oh, they weren't that cheap, actually. And, but they were fun. And then we found the brushless ones. Like, oh, wow, what a difference. I ain't using them suckers no more, you know? But the first one, what was the first one? Well, no, the first whoop I had that had balls, because I got the small pepper and that. It was cool. It was fun. I had fun with it. I ended up giving it away. But the the Moby, and it was a mantis. the mantis. I mean, the mantis is like a 2-inch bird, okay? But that, and I don't know what inch you would call this. It's 75. But it was, oh, I'm forgetting one. It needs a new motor. The UR65. The UR65, UAV UR65. And there's another drone called the US65, and I think there's one other, and they're all the same bird, just different paint schemes. But that is where I freed my mind. Because I flew stabilized for like 3 years before I ever attempted acro. And when you do that, you got a lot of unlearning to do. Because everything you learn about flying a drone, you can throw that crap out the window pretty much. I mean, does anybody disagree? Anybody that's done fully unstabilized flight, I think you know. I know a few people that have they flew Mavic, DJI products, GPS birds, whatever. And man, it was a hard transition for them. It was a hard transition for me, I gotta admit. And it was a low whoop UR65 because I could crash it and it'd be okay and get back up and go again. And that's where I learned to control on the stick. Because let's face it, if you have a stabilized bird, what do? Once you're comfortable with it or whatever, even the FPV ones, everybody starts putting FPV. Oh, I want to have first person view. That's real time, not that Wi-Fi crap. They put that on and they put on those goggles, and then they found the dark side. Okay. The next thing they start trying to do is go as fast as they can. But they realize that they can push that stick forward all they want, that right stick all as far forward as they want, and it's only going to pitch so far. So adding more throttle doesn't help because it'll only pitch so far. Adding more throttle will not make it go any faster, just make it go higher. That's all it does because it only pitches so far forward. Then they do acro. So they learn to fly, keeping that right stick shoved forward as far as it'll go the whole time. You can't do that in acro mode because that thing will just roll over and roll over and roll over until you hit the ground or whatever. It's a hard habit to break. It really is. It's a hard habit to break. It took a whoop to do that for me. I call it freeing your mind because you have to unlearn everything you learned about flying. And look at that's from the Matrix. What the black guy told Neo. What was his name? You have to free your mind. You have to let go. And that's what you have to do. Truly. And for those that have flown acro, I mean, I know there's a number of you here. I mean, but remember, for me, it was like, wow. I even made a video that I titled it that. I can't remember what the exact title was, but it was like the moment that I realized I got it. You know? He is close, Carlos, and yes, you are, Eric. You are Eric, you were so close. You were so close. You got the receiver talking to the bird now. You just got to, yeah, look, Sleeping Bear, it's tough, isn't it? It's not. It's like I said, you got to free your mind. I mean, I think you've been flying bugs and stuff like that. And yeah, Bug 6 was my first FPV bird. Well, not my first. My first one that had built-in camera. I flew a few birds before then that I stuck little AIOs on top, like Eric's been doing, and RC Crazy, I should say, and and have fun with that. But uh, and then the Bug 6, okay, started doing the track, but again, he puts the stick forward. That's as far forward as he's going, and you know, acro is not pushing a step button. That's not acro. So what we do with the Bug 6 is get it up in the air. We call it stalls and falls. So you shoot that baby up, especially if with the bird facing the wind, and then just kill the throttle at the same time you do left bank, right bank, forward. Well, it's manual flips, basically. Well, it was cool. There were a lot of crashes involved, but it was cool. You know, so it's all about learning to fly and in some cases unlearning to fly, actually. Yeah, I'm anxious to hear that too, Tim. What, are you going to sleep on? Oh, that's your name? Sleeping Bear? Yawn? No, you're right. Back from the sky. But again, I I'll tell you this. I had to turn down my rates. My rates were too high and I was too jumpy for because of all the stabilized flight I had done because uh, I would push too much on the stick. Since then, I've learned to adjust my RC rate so I'm not quite so frantic on the stick. You know, Sleeping Bear, look, you just gotta think about it. The reason is the when you're flying in stabilized mode, and a lot of people have said, "Hey, man, you get a bird that's acro capable, start flying acro right away." Because if you fly angle mode, as they call it, um, yes, it's fast and it will go faster than any of the toy grade whatever you've ever had. But the sooner you free your mind, the better off you are because you have less to unlearn, the way I look at it. Sorry for what? And I look back up. Ah, you're gonna pull a drone? You're gonna fly Miss Daisy, are you, Eric? Well, let's see how that works out for you. Okay, Eric. Eric. Okay. I help you set up your bird, but I ain't gonna tell you how to switch it out of acro, man. You gotta start off in that. Oh wait, I guess you can have angle mode for the hover test. God, I can't. It drives me crazy that people do these videos and they do their little hover test. And it's like, well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I understand Sleeping Bear. Retracted what? Absolutely, Mike. Mike, you flying acro, you truly feel like a bird. Sometimes birds run into the ground, but that's the way it works out sometimes. Just the way it works sometimes. Where is it? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know, Brad. They have. Did you? Hey, that's the first way I flew Batman too. I was in angle mode. It said stab mode in the OSD. And hey, you went to Horizon too? I mean I kinda did that, Mike. I because I was nervous. It's like, okay, I can go acro in Horizon mode if I push the sticks or whatever. But and not that it was that many packs, but I made a commitment at some point. I'm not going back. It's air all the way. Now I get with a camera bird and all that doing that, but no, you will. You'll never feel like you've been doing it for 100 years, Eric. I still feel like I've been doing it for a day, and I've been doing that crap for a while. No trophies, no money. No, Eric. Look, I've seen you flying wild sight. I've seen you fly. I just think you'll have a little bit of learning curve with the acro stuff, just because of the sensitivity of the stick. And once you're good and hooked up, we'll start your rates out low, but I want you to go acro right off the bat. We can make your rates low. I've seen some of the birds you fly. You're very good pilot, especially line of sight. I'm amazed. A lot of the birds I've seen you fly, you did way better than I could have line of sight. I suck line of sight, by the way. I can't fly that way worth of crap anymore. The ones that I could fly worth of crap like that were big, had bright lights. Like that big old white guy up there. Don't don't look at that big, huge thing up there. I do not claim that drone. It just happens to be hanging on the wall. Okay, I would have never bought that thing. You could tie a string to that thing In a 10-mile-an-hour wind, you could probably fly it without a battery. Talk about a floater. What's wrong with the transmitter? Too big for your hands, Eric? It feels like a real radio, though, doesn't it? Other than the, those toy radios you got. The spruce goose, yeah, that's an impressive bird. That's cool, Sleeping Bear. You on your way to that? Oh wait, your name is Snooze, right? Isn't that your name? I think you said that was your name earlier. Exactly, Mike. Man, once you flip that switch, hey, Mike, I flipped the switch a couple times and flipped back because I got scared. Batman can scare you. But it, maybe a pack, and then I was right back. And then I think it was fall of last year. I'm like, screw that. I'm committing. Air all the way. I ain't going back. Not going to fly any other way. So, the only way I'm flying stab mode now with a brand new bird for the proverbial hover test. I have a hard time with that. I just want to go fly. I don't care if I just built thing all the motors spin the right way. Let's take off and let's do it in acro mode. That's just me. Now that's smaller than the gunship, isn't it, Eric? I don't know. The first real radio I have, if you want to call it that, I got with the Manus. I bought the Manus as a package deal. Okay, it was actually Drone Worship, the executioner, I think he calls himself. And I was saying I wanted something better. I want a Whoop, but and I think he did a review, did a video one, whatever. Or else I just asked him. I said, hey, what's a good 2-inch to get? And he said the Manus. So I got it, and I got it with a package deal because I didn't have a radio. So it was it, and back then I didn't know the difference between FrSky and FlySky. I didn't know. So this one was a package deal, and it was like, I don't know, $160, but it included the radio. It may have been less than that, but radio, everything was already set up, bound. It was ready to fly. All I had to do was plug in the battery because it even came with batteries. So that was pretty cool. But when I picked it up, it didn't feel any different than the toys I had as far as the radio felt. It had more switches, that was it. But it felt the same. And then when no, that's when I ordered a UR65. And I ordered it with FrSky because, okay, well, let me have another protocol. For whatever reason, I thought it came with a radio too. Nope, it did not. It came with an FrSky receiver. It did not come with the radio. So I got it, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get on the wagon here. I need a radio for this puppy. So ordered the QX7, had it here in 2 days via Amazon Prime. And I think it was like $120. And Eric, it came with a damn battery tray, sir. So there you go. Really, the gunship controller is smaller? You need to do a side by side of that, man. That's pretty funny. I wouldn't have thought that. If anybody wants to pop in and say hello, well, there you go. Oh, that ain't the right thing. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I had fun today. I flew the Batman, and it was awesome. Yeah, no, the King Kong is cool. Um, the King Kong is definitely cool. So you have a King Kong now, or is that on your wish list? The Batwing? What do you mean the Batwing? Yeah. Well, you just got to put it together, right, Eric? I mean, you're so close. Still got to set up your radio. There's a video. You should watch it first before we attempt that. It's kind of short. I have numerous playlists on my channel, but one of the playlists is titled instructional. And there's a short one, it's not that long. And it tells you about setting up the switches on the QX7 and, as far as ARM and whatever, and how to set it up in Betaflight. It's easy. It's really easy. Not that it'd be easy for now because I cheat. Once I got it set up once, I just copy the models, and I've only had to go through all that once. Appreciate it, Sleeping Bear. Thank you much. Now, once you got the one like Eric, you'll be able to take Tyra 99. You'll be able to go to your menu of your QX7, copy model, and then rename that new model. And then you just bind with the Baduga build. And you won't have to go through all that switch setup crap like you're going to have to do with Tyra 99 because it's already there. And you copy the model. With prop guards, hey, prop guard's okay if it's a whoop, Sleeping Bear. Okay. You know, um, while I was still in the new, not that I'm still a huge noob, but back in the toy grade category, um, I had my prop guards on. And then, being around different drone pages or whatever, they got a name and it's aptly named. First of all, your prop can handle the branches unless you hit them full speed. And if you hit them full speed, they probably won't protect your props. Your props will probably get hung in the prop guard and you'll ruin your motor anyway. So no prop guards for me. I had a bird, I was flying it, and I guess the prop guards got loose and one flopped up, caught one of the props, and that drone looked that was flying so nice, looked like it hit a brick wall. It was flying along and whap, and down it went. I mean, the first time it happened, it was at night. I was flying at night. It was one of those birds that have all the lights on and stuff. So I'm flying along, all of a sudden, dropped out of the sky. Went, what the heck happened? Did I run into a bat or what? And it was I thought it was a fluke. I didn't know. I literally thought I'd run into a bat. So I flew it the next day, and then I got to see it. I got to see it drop out of the sky again from about 50 feet up. He was flying along, all of a sudden, like I said, like it hit a brick wall. Bam! So ever since then, no prop guards for me. Oh, and the nickname for them, all by the way, is tree catcher. Because you go in a tree, those prop guards are going to catch every twig there is. Trust me. So, the hell with those prop guards. You can keep those. Hey, you want any extras, Sleeping Bear? I'll be happy to send them to you. Are you laughing at me again, Eric? I'm used to that. I'm glad I could bring you a little bit of, yeah, it's Alfred. Alfred's wanting some food. You hate tea grabbers? Oh, tree grabbers. I was trying to think, Eric. I was wondering if you were talking about tea baggers or tree grabbers. Hey, Gene, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. I'm just hanging out with some awesome people. It's pretty cool. You want to get a laugh? Hey, man, look. I love to laugh. It's great to laugh. Those tree huggers you worry about, yeah, they are definitely tree grabbers, Eric. Telling you, if there's a twig sticking out of a tree anywhere, they're gonna grab that shit. You know, too bad you can't catch fish like those tree grabbers catch limbs. That was a great catch, by the way. That was you can call it a PB trout. I'm like, what kind of trout is that? That was nice. That should have been dinner. That should have been for your catch and cook. Yeah, well, maybe you just need to not run into the tree, Eric. Okay? Key is to avoid the tree. Now, this is an interesting topic, actually, because those that start out flying the these things we call quads tend to try and, well, I mean, when I first started flying, let's see, when did I start flying? 2014. But I didn't get my first brush with fur until December of 2017. All along that path, I put many a drone in a tree. Probably mostly because I put up a drone that had no balls and the wind took it and flew it into a tree. Doesn't mean I haven't run into some trees, but when flying, you always try to avoid the tree. As you get better, you start wanting to play with the tree again. You start wanting to go through branches in the trees. You want to start zooming up, looking down, looking around as you float over the trees. You start wanting to be around trees again. And man, I see some of the guys out here that they play very well with trees. Night Train, Mike. Uh, Adam, Plumber FPV. There are many more. Oh, Chris, MD95 TSI. He plays very well with trees. There are many people out there that play very well with trees. And most of them don't have to climb them. It's been a while since I climbed a tree. Knock on wood, because I'd probably just jinx myself. Knocking on wood here. I know what I know now. I mean, PB trout means personal best, right, Eric? And oh yeah, chuck it. Yeah, chuck it. Chuck it. Good point. Yeah, chuck it. He don't give a crap. He going through them trees. If if he doesn't make the gap, he going through it anyway. There might be leaves falling and stuff like that, but he's going through that tree. And it's amazing. It's amazing how, because a lot of the birds I have, I mean, they're going in the tree and they're dropping, they're stopping, they're doing whatever. Not the Batman. Batman's pretty good about going through trees. Even the man's gone through a few trees, man. And it's funny. It's just like, if you don't freak out, you keep power going, and somehow they kind of squirm their way through, and it's all good. Awesome. I'm telling you, man, it's cool when you go through and you see leaves flying over the top of the camera. It's cool. It's the best thing ever, man. Put some carbon fiber props on there and really shred some trees, but don't run into yourself. That could be hazardous. Whose flying are you talking about, Eric? Chuckit or mine? Frog humping, jumping. I guess frog humping would look different. Yeah, I know, Gene. It's like I don't know what it was is with the trees, man. They are fun. Now see, the trees here suck. I mean, I know there's a few good gaps in them, but the branches are too tiny. Maybe the Batman could take it, I guess. Um, and I'm not that great at following a line. But all other birds, I get into the ghost branches. It's going to bring them down. And the Batman probably did. I need to try some more of that. But problem with the Batman is just I mean I did my first pack today. I tried to be low, not necessarily slow, but I wanted to be low. So with me, that means being slow. I just keep picking up speed, but I did okay. There were a couple of times where I had to, because the Batman wants to go fast, and maybe it's my camera angle, but it just keeps speeding up. So I got some footage today. I haven't even started to edit it yet, but I'm pretty excited about it. I can't. I watched the first one, came back in and grabbed another battery and went back out. But I'm excited to see it. Um, and I finally threw caution to the wind, and the battery that's kind of dinged up a little bit, uh, that was involved in the Batman crash back in December, and I've kept in an ammo box ever since then because it kind of dented in a little bit. I charged it today. It charged just fine. And I will fly it tomorrow. So, oh, Eric, you will go fast. What are you talking about? Okay, Eric, I flew. Okay, that pack wasn't it cool though, Eric? Wasn't it cool? Should I do it now? Maybe I should do it now, huh? What do you think? Should I do it now? No, you're right, Gene. You can also bend the shafts on the motor if you hit the ground right, whatever. No, Eric. You know, you're asking for trouble by saying using the no word. You know, I'm as bad as your kid. No, you need to make Tiffany count, Ed. One, two. No, I'm saving my I'm gonna restrain myself for a change. For a change, I will restrain myself and let the Batman rest. He's had a tough day. I took her off. I went, let's see, with the second pack. I go out there with the second pack. I go out there and go to take her off. And as soon as I took off, I knew something was wrong. I'm like, what the hell? I thought I checked one of the prop fluids, and or else it was bent from the flight before. That's definitely a possibility. But that's right. So I had to bend one prop back in place, but one of the other motors was loose, and I didn't have my prop wrench with me, so I set it down, went back in the house, got my prop wrench, and didn't change prop. I brought them out there with me just in case. Man, I flew that pack, and there were some scary moments. I thought I was going, yeah, I thought I'm surprised. But Batman is back in its back cave. All is well. And I can't wait to, but man, I pulled that one out of my butt. That's all I can say. The cat goes flat. Where's that cat? Oh, he's sitting over. He's kind of lean. Yeah, he heard you, Eric. All right, fellas. I think I'm going to sign off here. Uh, that's all about I know to say. And y'all about had it too, so probably. So, all the best. Happy Friday, everybody. And I hope you have. Are you working tomorrow, Eric, or what? You too, Gene. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. I don't even know how many people are here right now, but I know Eric and Gene are. And I appreciate everybody that stopped in at some point or another. Jam House is awesome. If you want to listen to some great live streams, and of course, everybody here has great drone videos. RJ, Robert, appreciate it. Y'all have a great night. Love you guys. It's been an awesome night.